Julie, and I am back with another episode on how to use our resources in a remote learning or distance learning setting. And today I wanted to share with you how to teach or use this particular mini book, Me Gustan las Frutas, which is part of our Me Gustan las Frutas theme pack, same name, okay, in a Zoom session, okay, so an online activity. And so this theme pack is designed to introduce expressions of preference, obviously, me gustan, okay, within the context of fruits, which is a spiraling from, so I usually, this is a spiral of vocabulary that I usually introduce in Julieta y Mateo hacen un picnic, which introduces fruits, right? So this is a way for us to bring those that fruit vocabulary back in a new context, and in this instance, with expressions of preference. So, one of the things I really like about this mini book is that it is a listening comprehension activity. So each page features one of our characters, okay? And each of them says something different related to a fruit, okay? And the activity is for the students to listen to that and then color the fruit that is mentioned. Okay, so in this example, I like apples, and so they would color the apples, okay? So how could we do this online in a Zoom session, okay, in a live session? How can we adapt to make this still a meaningful activity? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to ask your students to bring a piece of blank paper, okay? I'm going to put this up here, okay? And you're also going to ask them to bring coloring materials, whether those be crayons, colored pencils, markers. It really doesn't matter, but just that they have something to draw and potentially color with. And I am putting this up here. You notice it is blank. One of my strategies for staying in the target language is to demonstrate along with my students and have them go step by step and follow what I'm doing. So in this instance, if I show and then they do, that helps me get across what it is I'm asking them to do. So in this instance, they're going to be dividing this piece of paper into 6 boxes, and so I would instruct them first to draw a line down, and it doesn't matter if the paper is vertical or horizontal. Draw 1 line, and then we're going to draw 2 across, right? Okay, so we now have 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, y 6. Bien. Another trick that I find really, really helpful to keep kids organized and know where we are is to number these, okay? Because then I can use that as a reference point. So, 1, 2, vamos a poner los números aquí. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, y 6. Bien, okay? Okay, so the purpose for this is that we are going to be listening each page, okay, and we are going to be drawing, okay, the fruit that is mentioned on our piece of paper. So instead of coloring it in the mini book, we are going to draw it here. Okay, so here are some tips, and I'm going to kind of give you a bit of a demonstration on how to do this lesson. There are a couple of things that are really, really important to me, right, to stay in the target language and also to support my students just more generally, right? One of the things I found that I find challenging with Zoom is that I no longer have my classroom visual supports, right? To me, that is one of the biggest strategies that I implement to help with comprehension. Zoom really limits that, but it doesn't mean it can't be done. So in this instance, since we're talking about fruits, one of the things included in this theme pack are a set of visual cards, right, with the fruits. So I'm going to put those up here as a visual aid. And you can see that even though I'm on Zoom, right, and I have to say, you know, I'm learning how to adjust this in a way that works best. But I can put my visual aids up here. Okay. right? And I do recognize, I will say that I know there are regional variations to vocabulary. I have chosen one set, but certainly this is a great opportunity for you to say or let kids know that there are different ways to say some of these words based on location. And then I can't find my pear one at home. I have it at school, I guess. So this is from our printable play food pack. But nevertheless, these are the visuals for the fruits in the mini book. Okay, so these are going to be really helpful for me as I interact with this text and through the activity. And the other thing that if you follow me, you know is a huge strategy for me, which is the illustrated instruction cards. These I find to be so beneficial on just every level possible. Language comprehension, visual support, and also a huge scaffold for our students who really struggle with instructions more generally. Okay, so in this instance, we're going to be illustrating and coloring. Okay, I use the infinitive because I typically say vamos a. Okay, but the illustrated instruction cards come with command forms in the singular and plural if you wanted to use those instead. I just tend to actually not say a command, but rather a vamos a, and that's why you see the infinitive. Okay, so I'm going to give you kind of a demonstration of how I might run this activity, just to give you a sense of what this could look like in the target language. Okay. Okay, so, and we're going to start with first page, right? Okay. Okay, clase, nosotros vamos a empezar aquí con Pepita. Ah, hola Pepita, es Pepita, bien. Ok, vamos a ver. Pepita dice, oh, me gustan las manzanas. Oh, me gustan. Me gustan las manzanas, chicos, chicas. Ok, bueno. Oh, ¿son manzanas, sí o no? Oh, no son manzanas. Muy bien, excelente. No, son las fresas, sí, las frutillas. Muy bien, ok, bueno. ¿Son las manzanas, sí o no? No son las manzanas. Muy bien, son las bananas. Excelente, wow, ok, súper retención. ¿Son las manzanas, sí o no? ¡Oh, sí! ¡Wow! ¡Aplausos! ¡Bravo! Ok, lo que nosotros vamos a hacer, chicos, chicas, clase, vamos a ilustrar y colorear una manzana aquí. Número 1. Ok, miren, niños. 1. Ok, vamos a ilustrar y colorear una manzana aquí. Vamos. Ok, atención. Vamos a ilustrar una manzana y vamos a colorearla así. Yo estoy coloreando la manzana, bueno. Ok, esta es una manzana de color rojo. Ok, es una manzana roja. Puede ser también verde. Ok. Y yo quiero una hoja así. Bueno, ¡tachán! Ok, muy bien. Okay, super simple, right? Just for the first one. And then we might have everybody hold up their picture. All of us can do aplausos. Muy bien. And then we would go on to número dos. Okay, and we would continue in that same fashion. Really simple, but very effective for the proficiency level of our students. Okay, once you have all 6 done, you have some extension activities that you could choose to do, either in the same session or maybe thinking about it for the next session. Sometimes I find it's really helpful to kind of let this end and go off and do something else during your Zoom. Maybe a song or something like that, and then come back to this. But a couple of extension activities that you can think about. Most definitely, you want to think about making this personal, right? Okay, a Pepita le gusta mucho las manzanas. ¿Te gustan las manzanas? Do you like them? Right? Okay, so you can go through those fruits and make it personal for your students. Your students could do a sí o no in the Zoom thing, so we could all see it. not theoretically, but if they're able to use the thumbs up or thumbs down buttons in the chat participant portion of the Zoom, they could do that as well. You could have them have two cards that say sí o no, okay, that they could write. So there's a couple of ways to make that personal, which is really neat. And don't forget, when you are doing personal activities like that, you really want to interact and connect with the kids. I love to, if a kid says, oh yeah, I love apples, I say, oh, I love apples too. Do you like Macintosh, or do you like whatever? But you're connecting with yourself as well, so that you're part of that class community. I always find it really funny because I am not a big fan of grapes, and so this is always a big one because a lot of kids seem to be, and I'm like, oh, I don't like grapes, but and it's kind of that back and forth interaction that you get that is really authentic. And I think it's so important when we're with our students that we are this isn't just a practice, right? This is getting to know your students. I referenced this at the Nell Summer Institute, that you're learning about your students even in this activity when you're doing personalization, but it's that interaction that's so important, and that remembering that and connecting it. So, and you can even, point out, oh, so-and-so likes apples too. Oh, very cool. Oh, you like it. So you get the idea. The second extension activity that I want to share quickly is that you could also have students take a photograph of their final drawing, right? And they can upload that to Seesaw or to another platform, and they can do a variety of different things with that dependent on their proficiency level, right? So they could, you could provide a word list on the side so that they could label each of the fruits. You could provide two different phrases, either me gusta, si me gustan, no me gustan, that they could put next to it dependent on their personal feeling. They could label the colors. There's a lot of different things that they could do with that one piece. You could have multiple things, multiple different activities that come off of this illustration. So I hope that has been helpful. And giving you some ideas for what you might be able to do with this book and with preferences activities. And I look forward to sharing another idea next time. Please don't forget, I am sharing these pretty regularly, so be sure to follow us here on YouTube and look back at the ones that I've already done, because I hope that there's some good ideas for you as we head into some more remote learning. Thanks. Bye.